My name is Ambassador Dr. Ayodeji Wole-Idoku. I'm the International President of the Institute of Information Management, IIM Africa. It's indeed a great pleasure to be here in Port-Harcourt in 2023 for the annual lecture, induction and investiture ceremony.
My name is Julius Macaulay. I'm the Managing Director, Principal Consultant at TechRest Technologies Nigeria Limited. It's about 15, 16 years and it's been on this. The beauty of it is that it's no longer just about Nigeria, but it's about a global presence.
Right now, your eyes should be on the right hand side, like this. Only old fellows.
From Nigeria to Ghana to South Africa to Toronto, Canada, New York, UK, South Africa.
I am Patrick Nkinebari Munyakugi. I profess in the area of administration and information management. I'm happy to inform the world this day that dream, that vision of developing the program and discipline called Office and Information Management have grown from just the first degree of BSc to master's degree and PhD.
I must say that this 44th induction ceremony of the Institute of Information Management was a success. It held for the first time in a high institution, which is Rivers State University.
This body was particularly fun for me because I was looking for a body to belong to. So I want to thank IIM Africa for giving me this opportunity to be a member. I am also looking forward to be a fellow very soon because I will do everything, commitment and all that to make sure that I'm a fellow.
The 2023 edition, as usual, has been a huge success, and we thank God for making it possible for those that travel far and wide, to come to the city of Port-Harcourt to join us in 2023. We're saying a very big thank you. The IIM as a professional institute will continue to ensure that we're able to promote and project the frontiers of data and information management in Nigeria and across Africa. Our fellows and honorary fellows here present today need to obtain a gown from the registration desk. And I'm also going to be giving out the oath of allegiance according to the various membership categories. So we're going to start with the honorary fellowship category. But for the group of things, I think the honorary fellows are yet to arrive. So we're going to start with the fellows. Fellows, you have your gown already. You need to get it now. Fellows. to sign off and ensure that she submits before the end of the program or before leaving the hall. So as the tradition demands in IIM Africa, we usually start our programs with what we refer to as procession, and we end the program with what we refer to as reception. So procession means at the beginning of this program, we all will have to file into the hall in a particular order, which I'm going to explain shortly. And for the honorary fellows and professional fellows here, including the corporate members, right now your hearts should be on the right hand side, like this. Only old fellows, people that existing fellows, sorry, they want me in UK. I shouldn't use the word old fellows again. That I make them to look old. So existing fellows that are here, you retain the left hand side, which means you are an existing fellow. So for those that are yet to be inducted to become accredited fellows of our great institutes, you are expected to have it on the right hand side. So shortly after taking your oath of allegiance, you will be instructed to move it back to the left, which now signifies that you have become accredited fellows of our great institute. So that is how it works. So we're going to start the program with procession and looking at the architecture of this building. We have no choice than for us to assemble here. So we need to start from there. So I'm calling on all fellows. Come inside, come inside.
Thank you for IIM. Thank you for those who have helped us. Lord, as we commence this program today, we pray for your presence to be with us in Jesus' name. Take all the glory and let all things be done to honor your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, so we'd like to welcome everyone. Our invitees, please have your seats. Our inductees, please everybody have your seats as we are about to commence a program. I'm sure you can see something on the screen right now. If you don't have a copy of the program, I'll attempt to share it. What we'd like to do now is want to get into the recognition of our guests, introduction of our guests, and please I'd like everyone to pay proper attention as we do so at this time. First of all, I'd like to recognize the presence of the president of the Institute, the president and founder of the Institute of Information Management. I'm sure many of 20 years now. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I introduce him, I'd like you to welcome him. He is no other than the person we call Ambassador Dr. Oyewole. Please, can you just rise up so that we welcome him? Thank you very much. That is the people at the house. That's a big masquerade that I'm sure a lot of you would like to see. All right, we'll move on to the next person. And that is the head of department of the institute. About? Yeah. Of Office and Information Management Department. I'm sure most of you know her. Please, can you join me as welcome Dr. Chizi Obara? Please, thank you very much. We have a founding father here also. You want to know the person? He's actually the brain, the engineer, that engineered IIM here at Investiture University. So, please join me as welcome the former HOD, and I think nobody was former, but anyway, I know him as the former HOD of IIM, that's Information Management Department, that's Professor Patrick. Thank you very much. All right. We also like to recognize our former HOD. Ideally, she should be here, but I'm giving her a special seat. So please, we want to recognize former HOD of Department of Office and Information Management here at Investiture University. No other than Dr. Mrs. Messner. Please, can you just hold for us? All right. God bless you. God bless you. So, today we are here for something very important, and I'm sure that you would all like to listen and get something. So, move on quickly to the welcome address.
The fellow of the Institute of Information Management, Pastor Jonah Ibuma. Thank you for it. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to be standing here today, talking about the 2023 IIM Annual Lecture, Induction, and Investiture here in Port-Harcourt. We give God Almighty the glory for making it happen and making it possible. Without taking too much of our time, I want to welcome you on behalf of the Board of Directors, Executive Council, and Management of our great institute, the Institute of Information Management. And using this opportunity to welcome you all, warm and heartfelt welcome to each one of you at the 2023 Institute of Information Management Annual Lecture, Induction, and Investiture, which is a gathering of finest minds in the field of data and information management. Today, we convene at the prestigious Bankers Hall, Rivers State University, to delve into a topic that stands as a beacon in an ever-evolving digital world. That is, the importance of data and information security in the age of cyber attacks. In my capacity as the International President of the Institute of Information Management, IIM Africa, I stand before you with a sense of great honor and responsibility. In an era defined by relentless technology advancements, data has emerged as the lifeblood of our digital society. Simultaneously, the threats posed by cyber attacks has grown in scale and sophistication. Cybersecurity is no longer a concern limited to IT developments. It has become a matter of national security, economic stability, and individual privacy. You all will agree with me that recently we had a new law being introduced in Nigeria called the Nigerian Data Protection Act. So we all can see how important data and information security can be. So the choice of this year's theme underscores the unprecedented challenges, like I mentioned, earlier on. The proliferation of digital technology, the rise in the Internet of Things, the intricate web of connections in our life has given birth to a complex digital ecosystem. Unfortunately, the ecosystem is replete with vulnerabilities that malicious actors exploit to steal, manipulate, or disrupt our data and information system. The consequences of cyber attacks can be devastating, impacting businesses, governments, and individuals on a global scale. In the age of cyber attacks, the significance of data and information security cannot be overemphasized. Organizations must adopt a proactive stance, implementing robust cybersecurity measures, and fostering a culture of security awareness, which is part of what we're doing today. We're trying to raise the awareness, we're trying to sensitize individuals, organizations, and governments on the need for them to ensure that they have proper governance when we talk about data and information management. As members of the Institute of Information Management, we bear a distinct responsibility. We are the standard bearers of the data and information management excellence, entrusted with the mission of securing the digital landscape. The knowledge and expertise we cultivate within our ranks are pivotal in preserving the confidentiality, the integrity, and accessibility of data and information. Today's event is not just mere a discussion of challenges posed by cyber threats. It is an opportunity to arm ourselves with the knowledge, skills, and strategies essential for effective mitigation of these risks. Through this annual lecture, we endeavor to create a platform for thought leaders, experts, and practitioners to share insights, best practices, and innovation, including innovative solutions in the realm of data and information security. I would like to take a moment to express our greatest gratitude to the management and staff of the Rivers State University, especially the Vice Chancellor and the Office of the Information Management within the Faculty of Management Science for their unwavering support in hosting this year's annual lecture on this. It's actually the 44th induction we're going to be having today. A prestigious event that sees the induction of new members into various membership grades, including honorary fellowship, professional fellowship, senior professional, professional associate, and graduate membership grades. Fellowship within the Institute of Information Management is a distinct honor reserved for individuals who have made substantial contributions to the development of data, information management, and technology profession, its practices, or to the Institute itself. Honorary fellowship is conferred on professionals from diverse backgrounds within and outside of data and information management field who have significantly impacted the profession, the society, or the Institute of Information Management positively. To our esteemed inductees, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. Your induction as certified members of our esteemed institute carries the expectation that you will uphold the highest standards of integrity, professional conduct, and ethical practices. You are tasked with staying current within the industry. You need to be current with trends and make meaningful contribution to the information management profession, your family, and ultimately the society at large. In conclusion, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each one of you for your steadfast support of IIM's mission. Together we can confront and conquer the challenges presented by cyber attacks, ensuring that the digital age continues to bring progress, prosperity, and security to all. Let us engage in thoughtful dialogue, share our knowledge, and establish new partnership collaborations to safeguard the data and information upon which our digital future relies. I wish you all a day filled with productivity, enlightenment and inspiration as we delve into the critical topic of data and information security. Thank you for being an integral part of this momentous gathering. Together we can make a profound impact in the age of cyber attacks. Thank you.
Good organization. And then we will also have a session whereby we will have discussion. If you have a program, there's going to be a panel discussion. That's why they have the high table here, where you have the opportunity to ask questions. I'm sure there are people that are probably learning about IIM or knowing about IIM for the first time. Want to know about it. Want to also know about the direction that information management is actually heading. I've heard the president talk about data security. You need to also know about the fact that there are new legislation in Nigeria about data privacy law and things related. What is expected of individuals, corporate bodies, and so on. So the floor is going to be open after the special lecture, where we're going to have the panel discussion where you will be required to ask your questions. So prepare your questions, get ready, and I believe you will leave this place blessed. You will leave this place more informed. Thank you very much. So, I want to go back to the next item. Speaking today to us in the keynote presentation is Dr. Mrs. Chizi Obara. She will be speaking on the exigencies of information security in global work systems. So please, can you join me as we welcome our beautiful lady, Mrs. Dr. Mrs. Chizi Obara. Don't stop clapping, Mrs. Obara. I'm sure the presentation is going to be projected shortly.
Thank you very much, Pastor Jonah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and thank you very much for this opportunity. President IIM Africa, thank you for the opportunity. My colleagues, senior colleagues, Dr. Patrick, thank you very much. You're welcome. Staff and students of IIM, if you're here, can I see you? Thank you, everyone. Quickly, time is spent. Just going to talk. It's basically what the president has just said. Just a brief buttress of the things he said. The exigencies of information security in global work systems. Okay? As he has said, information is of great value. In today's rapidly evolving global workspace, information has become one of the most valuable assets for organizations. It has become a capital commodity, meaning information is so valuable that it has created a niche for itself in global economies. If you do not know, there is something called the information economy, knowledge economy. It's an economy where information is of great value, that it stands as a capital good. Information stands toe to toe with some valuable assets, commodities in the market, crude oil, information, gold, and other pricey commodities in the world. Why? You may not know why, you may ask why. Because when you have information, depending on the kind of information you have, and somebody else has it, and you become uncomfortable about it, then you understand the value of what you have. Like the president has said, organizations are exposed to a myriad of security threats that can have far-reaching consequences on their operations, reputation, and financial stability. Types of information that need to be secure. You may be thinking, oh, my name is so irrelevant, it has no need to be secured. I don't need to be worried or anything like that. But I tell you, until those people who understand the value of information have your information, you become worried. And you have to pay a whole lot to get it back. So there are personal information, such as your name, address, then you understand the value. Financial information, such as your credit card, credit number, BVN, and the likes. Corporate data, those who own organizations, working on organizations. When some of your information get out there, you become uncomfortable because you know you might need to pay heavily. Some information that have been brought into wrong hands have crippled most organizations and they've not been able to come out of it. Government data, these are some of the information that need to be secure. Then we've talked a whole lot about data security, information security. What is the meaning? What does it mean? According to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, information security is defined as the protection of information and systems. Remember, not just the information, as well as the systems you use to produce and keep the stored information. The protection of information and systems from unauthorized access. The key word there is unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption. To provide, in order to provide confidentiality, integrity, and availability. As we proceed, you understand the three key words here, how important they are. When your information is no longer confidential and is out there, and you know it's a sensitive information, you get bothered about that. For us to achieve the three, okay, they actually call the CIA triad. You see them below. For us to achieve confidentiality, integrity of information, and availability, we need to harness the benefits of the corporate model of information. How do you store them? Your choice of storage, cloud technology. How do you source for it? The network you use in securing your information, is it virus free? We have malware and all those threats threatening to get hold of those information you believe may not be so important to you, but wait to see what they can do with it. And then the application you download to your phone, we must ensure that they are gotten from trusted and certified sources. And then the periodic risk assessment of our Internet of Things, the computer system, phones, and all the devices we use. They must be assessed periodically to ensure they are risk-free. Now, this is the CIA trial. I believe this is the benefit we get when we secure our data and information correctly. You experience confidentiality. This can only come when we prevent all authorized access. Your private and sensitive information are there on your own, and you can achieve this if you're transferring them or sending them to somebody else to ensure that it gets to the right person. You can use encryption and send the decryption key. When it gets to the right user, they can unlock it using the key. Integrity is the idea to ensure the information is not distorted in any way. From the moment you're sending it or storing it from your system, sending it to the other user to ensure it is not distorted or remodified without your permission. The information must be presented in its wholesome nature, the way you design it, to ensure nothing is taken out of it. Then availability is very, very important. To ensure your information is accessed whenever you need it, wherever you need it. These are things that can be achieved when you harness the benefits of the component of the model of information security. It's a good thing that we have a branch of this institute that can educate you, train you on data governance, data and information governance, data and information protection, key into these training sessions, and as individuals, even as organizations, you can benefit wholesomely from securing your information from cyber threats and attacks. Now, threats to information security, how do they come? We have internal threats. They're usually called insider threats. These ones happen in a whole lot of organizations where you see aggrieved staff members. And unfortunately for you, the boss or the manager of the organization, these employees are aggrieved, but they have so much information about the organization, and they know where hurts you the most or where will hurt you the most. So they attack, they hit you. So it is important that you govern your organization, the information in your organization and your data, that those who do not necessarily need certain information do not have them. Limit the information with which they can get into your personal details and make use of your information. That information you didn't know or you didn't think was of great value, when it gets to your hands, then you know how valuable it is. So we must ensure to secure our information, our data, for it not to get to the wrong hands. Ransomware and denial of service. This is very, very important. It happens, we should be aware. It happens at even at a lower scale. I don't know if anyone has experienced where you're in a WhatsApp group and suddenly the admin is no longer the admin. Somebody else is in charge of the WhatsApp group and they begin to post things and try to get information out of you. What happens is it's been attacked and they do not have control over it anymore. It happens as well in the big organizations where someone attacks, the cyber attacks comes in from outside.
Now look at the Investiture management say, because you also have to look at the three dimensions, which you have called the economic dimension, business dimension, as well as the technical dimension. Now, the economic dimension focuses on the cost-benefit analysis of information and how you use it to promote profits and losses. Then the business dimension addresses your product. Who is your customer? And what product do you have to offer to your customer? Business dimension. Then the technical dimension is getting the infrastructure to ensure that information is valued and protected. So those are 3 major dimensions of information. And having done that brief panel, I want to thank all of you for coming. And I wish that I will appeal to the Institute to make this university, this department, the center of information management as well as the South Regional Nigerian Council. And like I said, it is our foundation, our program, other universities have started with you in all the schools around us. So more kudos to all of us. Thank you.
Another round of applause to our program. Yes, this is Bestman. Don't worry, you want to come up? We can give you.
HOD, my colleagues, our students, friends, and loved ones, you are all welcome. The institute coming into university is more or less a homecoming. They come to their home. Information management was more or less not really spreading fast. I know that the crowd today is just more. But in the next time we come back to River State University, the population inductees will be much triple than this. So thank the Institute to find pleasure and us hosting you. We thank you very much. We also thank all those who have one way or the other contributed to this growth of this noble profession. It is quite interesting. Before now, companies, organizations leverage on 4 factors of production. But then, it did not hold water until they hold information. As a commodity, the most commodity came in. You might have the money, you might have the resources, you might have the platform. The way you don't have the right information, you lose it all to your what? Competitors out there. Every organization is looking for a loophole to pull you down. And having the right information at the right time, from the right source, distributed to the right persons, make you an edge over all others. So that is why you see information management is very, very important. For those who are coming into the field and those prospective ones who welcome you, I tell you, after you'll be in it, and the vast opportunities in this field, quite vast, especially with the help of social media, You will have so much to do and so much money to control in your pocket. You're all welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So let's listen now from a fellow of the Institute. He's been on with us for some time, and I'm sure you will take some value from the information that you give. Dr. Harry, please, you are welcome to the podium. Let's give him a round of applause. Give a brief introduction of yourself, what you do so that people can know you. I'm sure you so give a brief introduction of yourself, what you do so people can know you.
My name is Dennis Oyakere. I am a social practitioner. I work in the area of sustainable social development, where I have served for decades with the Shell Petroleum as a social performance practitioner. And currently, I am a consultant with the Hess Oil and Gas company here in Port-Harcourt, essentially dealing with community development and all of that. Of course, a lot of you must have heard about the Global Memorandum of Understanding, which is an initiative, of developing communities through MOUs with oil and gas companies. I led that initiative in Shell for upwards of 6 years. And currently, I am also involved in ONL 17. Of course, there is a transition from GMOU now to what we call Host Community Development Trust Fund, the PI, which is actually now an act of parliament, and it's a law. And a lot of our communities around here are involved, just to put that in perspective. But I want to say that information management plays a very key role in that initiative, because we know that there's a lot of agitation, we have nothing has been done and all of that. We need to have information in the right places for the right people and for even people to be able to access these benefits. So that was why for me, when the opportunity came in last year, I applied and I was inducted as a fellow, of this institute. I have two things I want to mention. I know it was an unintended, last year we were inducted in, I think, Algate Hotel. But this year we are here in the River State University. And I think it's very strategic. It's very strategic because there's a linkage between practitioner and, the academia, the famous town and gown linkage. And I'm happy that we have, the pioneers of the discipline in this institution, as well as, our international president who is here. And I think, because we live in a very certificated, environment, I think there is the need to create a linkage where even practitioners can key in and come in with their practical experience, get some credit, and maybe be able, maybe through a diploma and all that, to be able to get, maybe masters and so on. And you will see a lot of people from the industry will begin, to key in. It's instructive that today we are in a hall that was built by the Chartered Institute of Bankers. And I'm sure that is the kind of thing. And for me, I am looking forward to an opportunity where, as members of institute, we should be able to also do something like this, if not. Of course, we can also begin to endow prizes. That as an institute, we can bring, and thank you for the speech by the last HUD. I think we are here to stay, sir. lecture that I actually gave. She was talking about information security in cyber attacks and so on. I'll give you very practical experience of what happened in Port-Harcourt. A couple of months back, it happened to a business executive. I will try not to name, just to paint, let me paint the scenario. Yes, I'll try to manage the scenario. There was an acquaintance of this executive. They were together, had everything and all of that. And by that, he left maybe or somehow, his ATM cards and so on. He said, and by 3 a.m., he started, money started leaving his account. ₦1 million out, he had about 4 or 5 bank accounts. By the time he woke up, 5 million was out of his account, various accounts, including a company's account, which he has not even been able to access. And so that it created a lot of panic. And this is somebody who I believe if that kind of trend continues within a couple of days, probably will have lost a couple of millions. And so he got into action. The good thing is that he had some leverage in the banking sector. So within the banking sector, a lot of blockades and all of that. And it eventually ended with the police, And the police, of course, have their own cyber units. And, in fact, it was a mystery. But when the police came in and did all their investigation, the money didn't go into any personal account. So you can't even trace that it left this account. The money went into the cyber, blockchain, into crypto. It went into cryptocurrency, went into a blockchain account, but the police have a way of linking it. And this person, incidentally, happens to be a master student of information, who did the crime. So, knew really what to do and sent it all across. A lady actually sent it across, and before you knew it, you couldn't trace it. But the police did a very smart job. They were able to unblock, and they were able to trace it to a number of people who eventually traced it. But when it came to this lady, there was nothing that could be traced to her. Because what she did was send it to people's crypto accounts, and then they eventually sent it back, to her. But of course, the police went into their torture mode, and when she saw that, she was almost giving up the ghost, she had to, confess. And within a couple of hours, again, using information, the money had come back, to the person who lost the money. But it cost quite a lot. It has. And there were reputational problems. There were, issues of trust, of course. It didn't have to happen if the person knew how to just keep his ATM card, away from, unauthorized access. And it is worth millions, if not billions of dollars. Thank you.
Let me start by introducing the panelists. First of all, our HOD, Dr. and Mrs. Barra, Chancellor Barra, please. Professor Patrick, please join them, also join her. Yes, Mrs. Ifeanyiwa Okafor, please, you will also come up. She's the fellow of the Institute, although she's not wearing a robe. I'm also supposed to have a robe because I'm also a fellow. Thank you. So the robes are, I don't know what I wear, but also that at least I can look fine. But please join us also. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, the discussion that our panel will be involved in today is actually titled The Importance of Data and Information Security in the Age of Cyber Attacks. Please let's welcome them. I'm going to give them the mic, they will speak, and if you have questions, please, you will be free to ask. Yes, let's give actually opportunity to just give us a brief message to what cyber attacks are in this.
Usually, or mostly, come from outside, but they could also be engineered from by someone inside, and they come with different motives. Even those studies reveal that most of the attacks have financial interests behind them, just to make money off of the information or off of the organization itself. So they can come by hacking into your system and stealing whatever you have, and asking for ransom. That's usually ransomware. They can come by social engineering, pretending to be your bank or be, for example, this institution, God forbid, and you know us very well, and you divulge certain information to them, and they use it to get to your system and steal from you. Or they could come as viral or quote-unquote malware. You click on it, and it goes into your system and take vital photos or videos that you have or other things you have in your system, your credit details, your bank details and all, and you lose a whole lot and you find yourself running here and there. So they can come in different ways, so we must be careful. I mentioned some people have lost their lives, you know, when they be like, I have this of you, maybe explicit photo of you, it's going to go wide, the whole world, except you give me 10 million naira. What are you going to do about such things? Some people will be like, I'd rather die than see things like this happen. And then your reputation, people out there, your businesses, your loved ones, it is a whole lot. So the need to protect our systems, our devices, our information is very, very essential. We should delay no more about it. We should work towards ensuring the total security of our systems and all that we need. Thank you.
Please speak up right. I want to relate my question to what is happening now based on the situation and the condition of hardship in Nigeria, what people are facing. You know, there is something that is going on now, the app that they develop, and that app is low app. God have mercy. And this load app, they will get every details they want. Every detail. If not, you will not know. They will not know you. Your BVN, in fact, your family members' numbers, your forefathers' numbers, everything, and they will know you. Now you will pay back. If you don't pay back, they will cascade information. Now, whenever you pay back the loan, remember your details, your information are still with them. And the way they design it, the way the developer did it is that they can do automatic withdrawal without your deposit when the due date is elapsed. You will just leave your account immediately. Now, in this situation, how? Remember, these people, they are online loans. You don't know anybody, you don't know their office. You can't even know anybody responsible. How will you now handle that? If, after you pay them, after you settle their bills, there are some criminal people that when they look into your account, they know that okay, you are balanced, and then when I want to check something, and now bam, 1 million, it didn't move. You begin to write from left to right. How will you do that? Secondly, OPay and PAMPay. These people, they are online, though most of them they register with CBN. But Some person entrusted their money into an open account that is online. Anything can happen. Those people, they are not your fathers. They are not your brothers. If anything happens to this money or your details, because during the process of registration, your details are there, your BVN, everything is there. If they attack you, how will you do this?
About their excesses, but what I want to say first is you granted them access. When you grant access, that's where it begins from. Remember, you went to them, they asked for some details, you gave it to them. Did you not? So when you let someone in, it is difficult to control what they do when they are inside. You granted them access. I'm sure you read the terms and conditions. Oftentimes they are so tiny, they are tiny print that we don't have patience to read. You will see there that you cannot control what they do with the information you give them. So don't forget, you let them in. But when you fail to pay, they do their part of the terms of condition by harassing you in whatever ways they feel it's okay to get their money. And in the process of giving them your information or granting them access, you see, grant access to your contact, you click OK, grant access to your photos and media, you say OK, you let them in. I don't know what you want to be done anymore because you opened the door for them and they have it and you cannot control how they use it. That is an issue we have there. So I guess the tech people here can tell you what to do when you've paid, how to lock or probably how to retrieve your information. Now I'm here to tell you about the management aspect of it, not letting them in the first place. Then the OPay, we see they are registered with CBN. Is it now a crime for us to get involved with something the federal government is saying is okay? Again, when you choose to bank with an invincible bank, a virtual bank, you let them in by granting them access in the first place. Access is key. So what you do for this access control, when you do not control the access by not letting them in, it is difficult to control what happens afterwards. But it is not absolute that there's nothing you can do. You can do things. So I'm going to hand you over to Prof.
Yes, the question you raised is impressive. Having worked all my life in the banking system before I got to it, I think I can actually provide some very good insights into this. The online banking apps also work as a normal physical bank. Now, as a bank, before you give a facility to someone, you must find a way to know who the person is. And without that information you provide, no bank can give you loan. First, there is what we call the requirement for credit, or what the 4 C's. Now, can you pay back? The bank must know. What are the things you have that can make you pay back? The bank must know. Where you work, the bank must know. Now, your financial holding, the bank must know. These are foundations for which any bank gives you loan. And that's what the online bank apps do. Now, so rest assured that we are not going to be scammed in any way. Before an online bank comes into the virtual space in Nigeria, they are screened by CBN. They have registered offices in Nigeria. You will notice that about 2 months ago, government had to clamp down on some of these online banks. Now they found those ones they clamped down on as not meeting the requirements of the virtual banking. And so they closed them down. Now, because we have NDIC is the organization responsible to ensure that they control the kind of losses that customers have. However, as individuals, we also must have precautions, measures. And that's why we use other OPay, PANPay. You do not use your real bank account. Do not link them to your real bank account. Open an account that is concurrent. An account that is like your operation at any time, anywhere you are, but not your main account number. Now, in the first instance, they're not even looking for your BVN, they will not. And so BVN is something you will not release to anybody. However, when you pay money into them, it is only within that new account you open and them. And so there is no way, the way the regulation is in the banking system, that virtual online banks will take away your money. However, like the case of hackers, even the real banks, the physical banks have hackers. So not just the online banks. So the issues about encryption, authentication, those security measures that you can use to hide your PIN, all the rest, you must do that judiciously. Do not allow anybody to know your PIN. In short, you make your PIN so difficult for anybody to even think about. Because what the hackers do, as they sit down in their room, if you have gone on a trail, they sit down in their room and use some numbers. They don't know your number, they just write some numbers. And when they call, you will just enter for them. And if you are not careful, you fall into their traps. Now, what I'm saying is that virtual banks comes into our realm to free the financial community, especially in the third world nations. A lot of people don't have means of getting capital for businesses. So, the financial experts across the globe, even within us, said that, and if our country is financially closed, what do we do to float it up, like to free the space? That's how they came out with virtual bank. And when they do that, they provide you with some financial aids. It's good for us as Nigerians, as the developing African countries. It's good for us, especially when we don't have anywhere to get from, and especially where our wage bill cannot even accommodate our needs and businesses. So the virtual banks actually come as a stopgap to help. However, we should not, play to the gallery by forgetting our controls. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Prof.
My brother spoke about the opening and bank. It's better when you want to do any online transaction, transfer money from your own account into it, then make a transaction and end it there. I don't advise anyone to have tangible amount into such accounts. It can go anywhere, and that is it. Then the issue of being at information is not even only those scammers or hackers. Within your home, if you let your bill out, so many things might happen within your home. So, like, you secure it. You hold it well that nobody should even have access to it. I think that is not good enough.
Thank you very much. I believe we all have experience.
Even in the financial industry, they are there. I experienced one. I just was watching my phone, and suddenly 50,000 naira left my account. I said, what? I did not make any transaction. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't do anything. So what happened? I now had to trace. I started calling customer care from Lagos. I got to Lagos. I'm talking. It was not solving the problem. I had to go to my local bank here. And I got there. And I got into there. The woman now said, oh, truly. No. Put something in writing. They had to trace the account that 4 years ago, that they said, because she queried the account, the withdrawal, and that 4 years ago, that the withdrawal was done in my net, mistakenly an account for Fidelity Bank was transferred to UBA Bank, to my account. And the name they used were all foreign accounts. The name foreign, the account number foreign. I said, I don't have any business with any foreign account. I did not do business with any foreigner or company or organization. So how did this transaction happen? If this thing happened 4 years ago, I was not told. And now you bank did not even let me know that, madam, this kind of thing happened 4 years ago. You know what they did? They had to trace it, push it backwards so that they would think I've forgotten. 4 years back, I said, that kind of money entered my account. I said, nothing like that. Let me get the statement of account. They started digitaling. Statement of account not coming, this statement of account not coming. That, even if they give me a statement of account, I will not see that figure or that amount or that date. I said, why does that kind of thing happen? Don't you have, your database is not there? I think facts over 20 years can still be found. So how would you tell me that? I insisted, they said, Madam, okay, don't worry, we'll work on it. I keep talking, it was not working. I had to pass through Central Bank Ethics Committee. I had to write a memo, giving the description of all that happened. Of course, I acquired 1 or 2 people, bankers in the stream, and they gave me clue, gave me contact, gave me the, of course, I went online and I found the email address, and I wrote. Do you know what they did? They quietly, the way they took it through the back door, they sent it again through the back door. One day, I was just looking at my phone. They didn't know that, you know, when you are not a millionaire, every couple matters a lot. So I was just looking at my money. I don't know, suddenly I got 50,000 from somewhere. They pushed it through some other source. I said, well, the most important thing is that my money is. So what we're talking about, this crime situation, especially with the kind, I think it has to do with a lot of mindset in this Nigeria. The level of crime rate is too much, and the thing that they are hurting the man there, but it's the same person they are hurting, because we're all in it. So one is keep updating your system. Keep the security codes you put in, don't leave it and put it and you relax. Intermittently, if it takes you weekly, you update it. Weekly, you update it. Because every day new versions are coming up. So do that and secure your financial environment. Thank you.
There's something to discuss. For any third-party check to go through on the counter, you must have a syndication, operations manager, and the cash officer. Operations manager and the cash officer. Because when you lodge in the check, now, because it's a third-party check, if it's your own check, no problem. But if it's a third-party check, somebody gave me a check. Now, what the bank will do, due diligence, is to, if the amount is more than the value limit that the banks allow to withdraw on the counter, they have to call the branch that the check is domiciled, that the bank will open the account. And they also call, the bank will not call the account holder to confirm whether he or she has issued that check. Without those, that's why sometimes when you come to the bank and send a check, they say, sit down. They are doing that behind the margin checks. It is only when they confirm that there is that authenticity in the third-party check, they can say, come and they pay. However, like my former issue said, syndication makes some check. Now, if the operations manager or cash officer has a percentage in that deal, listen to me. Now, they will float the check and cash it. But unless you don't have a good control officer in the branch, or even when you have floated the check, authorized and it goes, the control person do what we call audit trade on each of the instrument that comes in. They must see and they will query. Even as a bank staff, even as a control officer in the bank, even when I left Oceanic Bank and got into academics, I had some fraud incidences that I stopped in the bank. That even when as a teacher in 2008, they called me when I was in the class to confirm that those fraud actually happened and how they were treated. See, the bank, to essence, the bank has serious control measures to protect the funds, because the bank sees the money as liability, not asset. However, because we live as humans, our different diversities. Some people are crime prone and they succeed by that. Some people are just content with what they have. These ones who are crime prone, they study every day to ensure that they always have an edge. But it's left to us. That's why in IT, the human factor is very important. That consciousness, that awareness, you must have it on you. The one my HOD said about online, if you have used a PayPal account before, now the PayPal account that you use to buy something outside the country, if you have used that before, there are hackers who are available for PayPal's account, online accounts. Now, sometimes they attach their own email and their phone number to your phone number. That's what they do. Now, so that when you want to do a transaction using PayPal, the first you do, click on your status to see what there's any attachment. The same way you do to your phone by using star as 21 as. Now, when you key into your phone, you see whether your phone is being, collaborated by a top party. So that's the way they do, even with paper and foreign online accounts. So someone will just attach his own phone number and email to your own phone, So any transaction you are doing, he's saying it. So when it happens to me, what I did was I clicked on my status and I knew all the persons that was, and I saw the name. And what I did was I had to publish his name on Facebook. So this is the number you're using, this is his name and his photo. I sent it across. And when I did that, he would do it. So that's why we also have to be very careful checking ourselves.
Yeah, we'll talk extensively about hackers external, but internally we need to work hard in securing our data records administratively. Like most organizations that are actually into proper records management or data management. Normally, they have their data secured and they have code for each sectional head or the MD to have access to his or their documental records. But the mistakes of organization is that when somebody has been relieved of his job or has been transferred from the assistant department, they will forget to change that code immediately. Or somebody has been sacked and the person has access to that code. They need to change that code immediately. So just like, I don't know that out of negligence they will not. Then later they will start having issues. The person that left the organization might go behind to start. They must not even hacking because the person has thoroughfare into that data bank. They can do anything to the organization. There was a case that one of the banks, I didn't mention it, had. That was last year. They were having issues. When they transfer it, they will say it has hanged. But then it might even go to somebody else's account. Later we found out that they sacked the two key guys in their IT department. And they never changed their security code. And they had a lot of problems. So it is actually very, very important to whoever is there at that point to be monitoring it. Even when the person is still within the organization, but has left that very department or that department, it's very, very important that the code should be changed. Thank you.
Okay, please introduce yourself. What to do with the relation? Tell us your name and explanation of what you do.
Okay, I'm Dr. Dick Sunday, Department of Office and Information Management. I just want to contribute to what you said about cybercrime. Today we are going online every day. And there is some program, small program that people are developing. Like our cookies. You go online, you want to search for something. They'll be asking you, you do accept it. And these people, they are providing you with some necessary things. They are trying to help you. And sometimes we just go side that we don't understand. And when they ask you, will you accept this? And you say yes. What they are doing is that information that you are providing, they are storing it. It's not just done like that. So you must determine the site that you are going. And what they are asking, sometimes we want to download books, like me. Sometimes I download free books. And they'll be asking you, will you accept this book? You say yes. What they are doing is that they are storing that information that you are giving them. And not only that you borrowed money, with the information they are getting from you, with time, they can get access to your financial value. And they can access your account anytime. So what you do, you determine the site that you are going. You don't go any site. And when you know that the site is not secure, make sure that you don't accept it, so that they will not have access to your information. Because the world that we are living today, we cannot run away from the internet. Internet is everywhere. It's just like an ocean. Any person that is going to the internet, you must prepare yourself to enter there. Because if you don't have a good tools to go there, it means that the water can swallow you. Thank you very much.
Join us to welcome one of our special guests, the president of Pastor Faragala David McIntyre. Please can you stand up and welcome him? All right. He's one of the special guests. God bless you. The man of God, so God bless you. I will be with you and blessed. Please, would like you to come to the front as a special guest to sit with Dr. Yanni. Please come forward.
We have a professional grade for any professional with a minimum of 5 years of experience. The senior professional is for any professional with a minimum of 10 years of experience. The fellow grade is for professionals with a minimum of 15 years of experience and some leadership roles, within that. Then under the fellowship, we've got 2 categories of fellowship. We've got the honorary fellowship, which is the highest fellowship category. Then we have the professional fellowship. What are the discrepancies between the professional and honorary now? As a professional fellow, you only need to send your updated CV to our membership department for processing. So these are some of the benefits. There are lots of professional benefits. As a member of the institute, you are entitled to join the institute at any of our locations in the 9 countries. Anytime we have any program, the institute will be glad to invite you, give you necessary documentation, for you to be part of the program. Then, as accredited member of the institute, is an emblem of recognition. Because now, at the back of your name, the same way you came into this hall is not the same way you are leaving this hall. Because by the time you are leaving this hall, at the back of your name, if you are a fellow, IIM will have been added to your name. So it means you have added an additional feather. Then, if you want to test the efficacy of the IIM, how many of us are on LinkedIn? LinkedIn is a social media platform for professionals. Who can tell me what is the most important asset in any organization? Sorry? No. No. The most important asset in any organization or any institution, the employees, they are number 1. Because without the employees, if you have all the gadgets, you have all the equipment installed, no employee to operate them, will the company move forward? Nothing. So the most important asset to any organization are the employees. And that is why it is important for us to make sure that we train them. We give them the required tools for them to succeed doing their jobs. Then the second most important is now data. You need to have the employees before you can have the data. And that's a lot of organizations are yet to be tapping into that. The intelligence, you see all this information you write, you ask people to write the document that comes in. As an organization, you're supposed to be taking advantage of them. In decision making, in your organization, you might want to say, how many people are coming in to ask about a particular commodity, about a particular product? Based on the insights you can derive from those, documents, those information, those data that you are collecting, you're able to make informed decisions. Do you know part of the problem? What is the major problem we have in Nigeria? Who can tell me? Nigeria as a country, what is that problem that Nigeria has that we need to resolve for us to move forward as a nation? Who can tell us? Sorry? I was expecting to hear the word corruption. But come to think of it, it's not actually corruption. Corruption is like, when you have input, you have output. It's the end result. Simply because of the fact that as a nation, we are yet to be accountable in terms of information. Because every other day, you will sleep and wake up, somebody will tell you Nigeria is 120 million. In another 2 months, somebody will say we are 180 million. And now I think they are saying we are over 200 million, yes or no? Yes. Where did they get that figure from? So as they are giving back, people are not dying. So it's simply because we do not have, as a nation, we do not have information governance in place. We do not have platforms that will enable us to take advantage of the information that we have to make quality decisions. So these are some of the issues and challenges that people are having in different organizations. Some people will tell you if they are looking for a file or a document or a letter, it will take them days. They'll be searching. They don't know where they have kept it. It's simply because they do not have information governance in place. And that is why IIM is here, to make sure that we help organizations to be more effective and efficient in operations, and also to help them, to increase their revenue base. Do you know that when you want to talk about making profits in your business, it's not just about the money that is coming in alone. If you're able to reduce your expenditure, your profit will do what? Increase. It will increase. So it's not only when money comes to your organization alone that you're actually making profits. But if you're able to cut down on certain expenses, you're actually going to progress as you're actually going to progress as an organization.
Without wasting our time, we move straight to the induction, and we're going to start. We are going to invite we're starting with the corporate organizations that have joined the Institute of Information Management as corporate members. So we have 2 of them. So we're going to be calling on the representatives of the 2 organizations. We have the TechRis. We have the TechRis Technologies Nigeria Limited. Can we have a representative of the Can we give them a round of applause? Then we also have the Limited ICT Academy. Limited representative, can you come outside with your photo?
And globally, and it's an honor being given to individuals that have touched lives, that have had positive impacts in the society. So, kindly say after me, I, male or female, currently of your address,
Information Management, RSU. Mrs. Olusi Aishat Ayijimu, she's online. We have Mr. Julius Macaulay Agui. Julius Macaulay Agui, join us. We have Dr. Mrs. Bestman Antonia Efa. She's also one of them. We have Mr. Ambrose Iwerumo. He's document control engineer, Twin Rivers Technologies. He's online, that is the USA. Princeton, Massachusetts, USA. We have Mrs. Neche Teresa Chidema, Secretary to the Board of RSU. Director, Sogadex Diagnostics Center, Ilaro, Mr. Ogundulu. Others are Adonala Mojishola Mary, Lead Document Controller, Heritage Energy Operational Services Limited. Oku Nacho is a lecturer here at RSU. However, is online because he's unavoidably absent. We have the Canibo Sotonye Noriwale, Administrative Officer, Local Government Council. These are the set of persons that will be inducted as fellows of IIM. Fellows of IIM.
Thank you very much, Pastor Iruma, for the invitation. This is the oath of allegiance for the conferment of IIM Professional Fellowship. Like I mentioned in the course of the presentation, as professional fellows of our institute, you all are ambassadors of this institute from today. So wherever you go to, you are expected to act as an ambassador of this great institute, and as such, we expect you to, in the course of interacting and relating with customers and other stakeholders to be interfacing with, to be professional and also promote and project this platform. There are lots of professionals out there that need to join the institute and also benefit from all that the institute has actually got to offer. So this is the oath of allegiance for the conferment of professional fellowship. So please, do say after me, I, your full name, male or female, currently of your address, do you ever consent to be a fellow member for the Institute of Information Management, IIM, with effect from the 15th day of September 2023, henceforth, do solemnly swear and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Institute, that as a fellow of the Institute of Information Management, I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directives as stipulated in the Constitution of the Institute. That will not allow my personal interest or any form of sentiment to influence my official conduct or my official decision. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Institute. That I will abide by the code of conduct of the Institute. That in all circumstances, I will do what is right according to the law, without fear or favor. That I will devote myself with service and well-being of the profession professional practice of information management at all times. I therefore pray to God to enable me hold on to this role always. So help me God. Amen. And the power and authority conferred on me as the International President of the Institute of Information Management, IIM Africa, I hereby confer on you IIM Professional Fellowship. Congratulations.
Yeah, Mr. Agnes, get ready. All right, you there. Mr. Okay, it's in the US. Okay. Ambrose Werner.
Actually in Massachusetts.
Dr. Mrs. Chizzy Obara. Okay, well, I think it's online, so please just use the camera to capture it. I shout.
As you wait for the guests to join us,
the last assignment before we fully, accredited as professional fellows is for us to indicate by changing our hands to the left-hand side now. So any other day you are putting on the IIM gown, it should always be on the left-hand side. So by the time people see it on the left-hand side, they know you are not part of the jambite. So please can we have the guests join us? All the fellows in the house, other records, corporate students, corporate fellows join.
Fellows, let's give them all a round of applause for the standing round of applause. Also, professional members, please join now. Okoro and Olivia Martina, Senior Spaniel, Honorable Jackson, Celestina Okomasiko, Kaine Himenasagi, Mortgage, Echezona, and Priscilla Okomo. Is everybody, I have not mentioned the name. Yes, those are associate members. Yes. Associate members. If we haven't mentioned your name, but you are supposed to be an inductee, let's your hands. You will not mention the name. Alright. Please join, associate members join. So, we'll take it up now.
So, in order to save our time, we decided to merge senior professional members, associate members, to have that induction simultaneously. So by the time you get to your grades, you will mention if you are senior professional, if you are professional, if you are associate. So please stay after me. This is the conference of IIM membership, accredited membership into senior professional associates, senior professional associate, and if we have graduates. So, your full name, male or female, currently of your address. Do you ever consent to be with the Institute of Information Management, IIM Africa, with effect from the 15th day of September 2023. Henceforth, I pledge to accept and discharge the responsibilities allotted to me at all times as information manager with integrity and observe those standards and practices that will be determined from time to time by the Standards Committee of the Institute of Information Management, IIM, with a promise to give professional opinion with absolute objectivity and respect the codes of other institutes relevant to their responsibilities. Have regard for the well-being of the society. Respect the confidentiality of information receivable in the course of my duty. While acting loyally any organization where I'm engaged, I understand that the Institute of Information Management, IIM, reserves the right to summarily terminate my membership if I violate any of the above, which were made out of my own free will. I therefore pray to God to enable me hold on to this oath always. So help me God. Amen. By the power and authority conferred on me as the international president of our great institute, the Institute of Information Management, IIM, I hereby confer on you IIM accredited senior professional membership. I hereby confer on you IIM accredited professional membership. I hereby confer on you IIM accredited associate membership. And I hereby confer on you IIM accredited graduate membership. Congratulations.
First is newborn editor. You there? Right. Beatrice Yusuf in online. Etienne Touchard in the former. Molly Ebene. Molly. Yes, online. Peter Friday, let's do Peter Friday. Oluwakemi Esther, online. Let's do another online. Beatrice and Yusuf. Online. Beatrice and Yusuf, yes. Friday. Thank God the event is taking place on Friday. So his name is Peter Friday. Only you. All right. Next is IIM Osagi. Celestina online. Celestina. Oko Asuko online. Okoro America. Okoro America person. CD Usman here. Priscilla. All right, I'm going to go Priscilla. I'm going to go Priscilla Bomo. Is it what's the name? Check. Let me check. sometime this evening. Congratulations to all please let's give everyone a round of applause. Give everyone a round of applause. I want to really appreciate the facilitators and also the Institute for this privilege and the honor given to us. We appreciate and identify this global professional. Because we have some notes, we're going to start to defend and to uphold what we have the oath we have made today, to promote and also to advertise and also to tell the public of what is happening in this institute. Once again, we want to appreciate the director, the president of the institute for this honor and for the privilege to be invited to be given this honor. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's on behalf of the honorary fellows. On behalf of the fellows, who's going to speak on behalf of the fellows? Yes, Mr. Julius, let me hear your voice. Go ahead, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. It's indeed very interesting because I've known Dr. Oyole since 2007, Rima in 2007, 2008, and it just dawned on me this year that, excuse you, where are you? But the thing is that his passion, his drive, I remember when he had just left the oil and gas and he was championing, using all his resources, doing everything possible. And almost years after, he's still in it and is going wide and globally accepted. It's a very privilege. I missed the Lagos induction, so he said the next one is in Port-Harcourt, and I said, well, I have to come down this morning. I just thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Agnew. Thank you, IIM, for happening this.
It was sometime in January this year that someone reached out to me on LinkedIn, and that was the beginning of my knowledge of this, the existence of this institution. At first, I was skeptical about getting involved with it, but they said lawyers are learning. So I decided as a lawyer to get to know what the institute is all about. And I must say, from the lectures I got here, from the HOD and from the president and everyone that has spoken here today, I said I told myself I did the right thing by taking this step of being a member of this institution. So I must thank the president of this organization and the HOD of the faculty or the department of this institution and the members that have spoken so far, whom I got knowledge from. Thank you for this opportunity. It's a privilege, and I hold it dear to my heart. Thank you.
For them, so once we hear your name, you come and receive your plaque. Okay, and then you bring it to an end. Techris Technologies Nigeria Limited. Techris Technologies Nigeria Limited. Okay, Mr. Julius Agnew, please come to the floor. to Sunday and Chapel. Sunday and Chapel. Alright, PhD, Dr. Mrs. G.Z. Obari. Welcome and clap for Alright. Well, to our love musician, love music.
Sorry.
Thank you. Alright, please to wrap. Let's close the gaps. Please move.
Sir.
Come this way.
Pastor.
Yesterday.
The International President of IIM Africa. He is the country chief data officer and ambassador for Nigeria. Your inspiring keynote, address sets the tone for this exceptional event, and your leadership continues to guide us towards excellence in information management and data security. We are immensely appreciative, sir, to the management and staff of River State University, particularly the Vice Chancellor, and the Office of Information Management within the Faculty of Management Sciences, for generously hosting this event of the esteemed campus. Your support and hospitality have been very exemplary. We owe a special debt of gratitude to Dr. Mrs. G.Z. Obara, Head of Department. We thank you very much, ma'am, for insightful and timely contribution as a speaker at this event. Her expertise added immense value to our discussions. To our esteemed inductees, I offer my hearty congratulations once more. Your commitment to upholding the highest standards in information management and security is commendable. We trust that you continue to make us proud as certified members of the Institute. A sincere thank you to the organizing committee, the volunteers, and all the individuals who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth planning and execution of this event. Your dedication and hard work have been instrumental in making today a resounding success. Thank you very much. I must also acknowledge and appreciate our sponsors and our partners who have generously supported us in making this event possible. Your contributions are invaluable, and we look forward to more collaborations. Lastly, but no means the least, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you sitting here down here, our attendees, our special guests of honor. If you are looking at me, you are a special guest of honor, and I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you very much for being a part of this occasion. Lastly, but not least, I still want to appreciate the media team. Thank you very much for helping us spread the word about this event. We truly and we are grateful to your support in amplifying our message and our mission. In closing, let us carry the knowledge, the insights, the connections gained from this event forward into our professional lives, and let us continue to champion the cause of data security and information security in our respective fields of endeavors. Thank you very much all for being part of this remarkable gathering. We look forward to more collaborations with each and every one of you. We will also want to beg you that you will further advance the goals and mission of Institute of Information Management Africa. Goodbye and safe travel as we retire to the various homes. Thank you very much. I am
We're grateful unto you, O God, that you have brought us from our different destinations into this place.
Thank you. Hello, Maureen.
My name is Ambassador Dr. Ayodeji Iwole-Idoku. I'm the International President of the Institute of Information Management, IIM Africa. It's indeed a great pleasure to be here in Port-Harcourt in 2023 for the annual lecture, induction and investiture ceremony.
My name is Julius Macaulay. I'm the Managing Director, Principal Consultant at TechRest Technologies Nigeria Limited. It's about 15, 16 years and he's been on this. The beauty of it is that it's no longer just about Nigeria, but it's about a global presence.
Right now, your eyes should be on the right hand side, like this. Only old fellows.
From Nigeria to Ghana to South Africa to Toronto, Canada, New York, UK, South Africa.
I am Patrick Nkinebari Wunyakogi. I profess in the area of Administration and Information Management. I'm happy to inform the world this day that dream, that vision of developing the program and discipline called Office and Information Management have grown from just the first degree of BSc to master's degree and PhD.
I must say that this 44th induction ceremony of the Institute of Information Management was a success. It held for the first time in a high institution, which is Rivers State University.
This body was particularly formed for me because I was looking for a body to belong to. So I want to thank IIM Africa for giving me this opportunity to be a member. I am also looking forward to be a fellow very soon because I will do everything, commitment and all that to make sure that I'm a fellow.
The 2023 edition, as usual, has been a huge success, and we thank God for making it possible for those that travel far and wide, to come to the city of Port-Harcourt to join us in 2023. We're saying a very big thank you. The IIM, as a professional institute, will continue to ensure that we're able to promote and project the frontiers of data and information management in Nigeria and across Africa.